Hi, welcome back to Through Nicky's Lens. I am Nicky and I'm here with another video for you. So we have been talking for a while about PR, permanent residency, and I want to talk to you about the various steps that you need to expect in the PR journey. There are two major pathways that I will briefly cover in this video. One is when you apply for a provincial nomination. What are the steps in the provincial nomination process? And then if you apply through the express entry option, what you need to expect after you get that nomination from whichever province. The second one is when you apply directly through express entry. After you submit your profile, what next? You get an invitation to apply, and then what? So first, let's talk about seeking a nomination from a province. Once you wish to apply for a nomination from a province, there are basically two phases. One is you expressing an interest in that province to say that you want them to nominate you. I can give you an example about the BC PNP program. First, you have to create a profile. So explore the options, look into all the programs that the province offers and see which one is most suitable for you, which one you are most eligible to apply for. Once you do that, you put in a profile. You go to the province's website and you create your profile. Fill in all the necessary information that are required. After that, you submit your profile. Generally, it doesn't require for you to submit any documentation. Once the province conducts their weekly or monthly draw or bi-weekly draw, however often they do it, and you get an invitation to apply and you meet that minimum score that they selected in that specific draw, another section of the application will open up to you, and then you will go in and fill in the additional information that they require. It is always important for you to ensure that in the initial stages that you completed the application forms or the forms correctly. You take your time and you read the questions well, understand what they're asking, and fill in the necessary information. Once you get that additional part of the application opened up for you to fill in your necessary information, you fill in what is required and you submit or upload all the necessary documents that they require. Once you upload all your documents and ensure that your application is completed properly, you go ahead and you submit your application for a nomination from the province. And it is usually at this time that you pay whatever fee that are required to submit that application or in order for them to process your application. The processing time, they go through your application and they determine if it is that you meet the requirements, if it is that you are suitable for them to nominate you. If it is that you went through the express entry option, at this point, you will get that extra 600 points in your express entry profile. So you will get a notification in your GCK account to say that a province has nominated you. You simply go to your express entry profile and you click the appropriate button to accept that nomination, and you automatically get that additional 600 points. After you get that nomination, what next? Another application will open up in your GCK and it will be labeled accordingly to say that it is your permanent residency application. The information that is in your express entry profile, again, like I explained for the provincial nomination profile that you create, you would have had to go through your express entry profile and ensure that you answered the questions correctly. You put in the necessary information, and especially the jobs that you want to claim points for are the only jobs that you would have, the skill jobs that you would have put in your express entry profile. Once you get that nomination and that extra 600 points, you now have to wait for an invitation to apply for your permanent residency from IRCC. In about 24 hours, you will get an email notification to say that there is an update on your application. You go to your GCK account and you will see that there is an invitation for you to apply. And at that point is when it opens up another part of your application. And as I was saying, ensure that the information in your profile was accurate. Once you get the invitation to apply and you just verify that the information is correct, if you need to make any changes, you make those changes, and you will ensure also that you write a letter of explanation to explain why you had to change an answer, why you had to remove information. Because from my understanding, the information that you put in your profile should have been accurate and should not change drastically from the application for your permanent residency, the information that you put in that application for permanent residency. So there are additional information, more in-depth information that you will have to complete in that PR form, that PR application, and upload the necessary documentation, as well as to pay the respective fees for you, for your family members, your dependents, if it is that you included other persons in your application, and you submit your application, transmit that application to IRCC for them to process in the appropriate time. If it is that you did not apply for a nomination from a province through the express entry option, there is a permanent residency portal that you will locate and you will complete that form. Similar information will be required as if it is that you applied through express entry. Note, however, that when you utilize that option without express entry, the processing time is generally longer than the processing time for express entry. And you can make checks on IRCC's website to find out the appropriate processing time for the program or the pathway that you have selected to apply for permanent residency. So now on to scenario number 2. If it is that you applied for express entry without a provincial nomination, you will simply have 2 major steps to take. The first of the 2 is to ensure that you create your express entry profile, fill in all the necessary information truthfully and accurately, and do not put in any work experience that you do not want to claim points for whatever reason. If you can't get the necessary documentation from your former employers, if the job has been longer than 10 years and so forth, just make sure that whatever work experience that you're claiming, you meet the criteria, you're eligible to use those work experience to get points in express entry. Once you get that invitation to apply when IRCC conducts their regular draws, then similar to what I explained before, another application will be opened up to you, and the information from your profile will automatically be taken and brought over into that new application. Validate that the information is also correct. Complete the other parts of the application form to include your personal history, to include all the necessary information that would be required. And I will go through my profile and look at the different points, the different parts of the application, and list what are the information that they require in each section. And just to let you know as well that I have been doing a permanent residency series. I have 2 other videos that give tips about what to expect in express entry, what you can do to ensure that your application is done properly. And I will put the necessary links in the description as well as to link so that you can go to those videos and watch them for more information. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, to like my video, to share my videos with someone that may benefit from the information that I share. I want to wish you a happy new year and all the very best in your immigration journey. Thank you so much for making it through Nicky's Lens, and I'll see you in my next video.